Hey folks, Racer here. Here a while back I got a swap meet score. Got a set of these 15-inch Centerline wheels. They're not perfect. They're clear coated. They could use a good stripping and cleaning, and I ain't doing that. I got them because they're lightweight. One thing about these, they're a forged two-piece rim. So the inside outside's two different pieces, which means you have to seal them if you're running tubeless. And they run a little bead of silicone in there, maybe push it in with foam. I don't know how they actually do it at the factory. But one of these here rims looks like they were trying to weld two pieces of 1-inch plate together with all that silicone in there. I'm going to carve that out, clean that up, and lay a nice bead back in there, because this is, if nothing else, this could be a balance issue, could be a safety issue if it's not stuck, which, it ain't stuck real good, which means it could be a leak, or it could be throw chunks in the tire and be out of balance. Anyhow, I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to just use a little silicone and seal that up. I expect this weekend I'll be throwing some tires on here, and we'll see if it's successful and doesn't leak. Hey, follow along. I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Well, just to make life easier, first thing I did is I mounted this up on the S10. It isn't going to run away from me. I think the first thing to try is to see how much of this I can just peel out of here. I mean, it rolls back. Let's see what happens. Well, that ain't stuck very great, is it? Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, baby. Just chunks. Everybody likes something, right? Yeah. Now we got most of the old stuff out. We'll better understand that. Better get that going.
Now the cleaning starts. See how we do that. I'm going to start out with this little 90-degree pick and just drag it around in there, get down to the bottom as far as I can. My next attack is going to be this cut brush on an angle grinder. We'll see what that makes a mess out of. This will be a little loud. Okay, that's definitely betterish. One more attack. And the last thing I'm going to try is these little rotolock type discs on the die grinder. Well, that's not getting in there quite as far as I'd like. Well, to try to get in there a little further, took the die grinder and everything over to the bench grinder, put a taper on the end here. Maybe that'll get in a little more. We'll find out. Everything's a try and error and learn. Yeah, that. Still not happy with that. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to try this 80 grit disc, see if that'll get in there more. I really should have remembered to grab my smaller arbor. So I know it wouldn't be in the way, but I didn't.
That might be as good as it's going to get on there.
There we go. Good enough for who it's for. Let me bring you down into there just a little better. Yeah, drop the camera here. See if that'll focus in there. That's quite a bit cleaner down in there. Now I'm going to take and blow it out and clean this up with acetone. Here we go with the acetone wipe. Now I'm going to try to get that rag that's soaked in acetone down deep in there. Give everything the best chance it can have. Oh, I still got some silicone right there.
Silicone. Now let me get that off there. There's still some dirt on there. Ain't new, I didn't expect perfection, but you know, some things could have just been done better.
Well, here we go. Try to squeeze it in there as much as I can. Get it down in the bottom. Run right out of the frame. I like to think that if I'm pushing it in there and it's coming out ahead of the nozzle, it's as deep as it can be.
Don't know if that's at all true. Oops. That's not just a very even job now, is it? Dang it. Be gentle on me in the comments, this is my first time. The thing that gets me is I've seen a couple bubbles in this. The bubbles already in the silicone? Or am I putting them in there? Don't know.
And now I'm just going to take the digit, smear it down in there. I take a scraper and run it along and try to scrape one spot between the mound and the valley so that after this cures and I go take this mound off there, the stuff in the valley doesn't get pulled. Suppose that's a good idea. Well, time will tell. That's what tomorrow is for. I might be throwing some tires on it tomorrow and we'll see, get the soapy water, see if it actually leaks or holds, or whether I need to go back in there and just, you know, build a fillet in there like a welder would. Hey, I'll bring you back tomorrow in the blink of an eye. Well, folks, it hasn't been 24 hours, but it's the next day. I'm going to see if I can get this extra goober off of here and we'll see what this looks like. I already think it looks better than it did. Maybe there's a service that does this resealing of the wheels. Yeah, I'm rushing it. It's still got a little softness in there.
Oh, yeah. Take the big chunks off.
Tires aren't going to be here today anyhow, so not a biggie. That looks like a little more appropriate tool, don't it? Well, that certainly looks better than it did. I don't see any reason that it needed that much goop in there. I'll still go back and clean a little of that up when it's set up just a little bit better than this. But hey, that's going to end it. I will let you know on how it leak tests. But that'll be a different day. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys later.